Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Guys, I've missed you. It's been a while. I'm sure you're wondering where it's your Naomi, your entrepreneur with multiple hats. Here I am. I've been missing. Why? I've just been so busy. But today I'm so happy that we're going to share something very interesting. So, who am I? I am Naomi, an entrepreneur with multiple hats. God has gifted me with so much talents. So I would like to you to join me on this Christian journey where I'm sharing with you all my experience, all the thoughts, everything based on the word of God. So if you've seen this bubbly face, bubbly personality, just subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Please, you do not want to miss any opportunity of my advices. You know? So, stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe. Today we're going to talk about the return to Africa. A big return. Mass exodus. There is a mass exodus going on right now. The world is shaking. America is extracting and sending people back to Africa. Canada is doing the same. But I have a prophetic word for you. Just stay tuned if you would like to listen to more. So, like I was saying, welcome back again. You know, there is a mass exodus with what is happening in America. The new president Donald Trump is sending African back to Africa, sending all the people back to their country. And it's happening the same here in Canada as well, where I am currently. I would like to share something with you. You know, I have a prophetic word anyway. And God has been laying this in my heart since, but somewhere, somehow, I was not able to convey the message to you. But by the grace of God, I'm standing here to you to bring you this message, because this message you're going to listen today is going to bring you hope where you lost hope. And I know many people have lost hope. I know I cannot just imagine you being in your shoes. It's terrible. To be deported is a terrible thing. To be sent back to your home country is bad. It's not like you have prepared to return decently, you know? Just the stigma, the trauma behind it, being deported. Wow. It's awful, isn't it? Isn't it awful? It is awful, I agree. But I want to tell you something. There is something spiritual that is behind this mass exodus, this mass deportation. There is a message that I want to bring to you. You know, Donald Trump has come onto power to force Africans to go back in their lands. Guess what? Prophetically, according to the prophecies I've heard those prophecies years ago. I remember in my church, my pastor used to say so, and many preachers told so. The future is back in Africa. Africa will become the first again. Because remember that black were taken by force from Africa as slaves to come and build America. They were kept captive for 400 good years. They were in captivity. Do you know that many black people until today still suffer violence in America? Many black people are still poor. Poverty is rampant in black communities still. Even though many have made it, but the poverty of black people in America, it's rampant. There are people that with even their generations, they never own any land. Do you know that? And the system will make you not to own it. But I have a good news for you. Because what God is preparing Africa to become the first. Why are you deported? Why are you amongst the people that God has been deporting? You might not know it. You might be angry at God. You might be crying desperately. You might be cursing even God. How can He take you from America and deport you? Why is God bringing shame into you? It's not shame, friends. It's not. The prophecy is getting fulfilled because you will be amongst the people that God needs to use to build Africa. This word is very prophetic. You are chosen one. You are amongst the chosen one. If you're listening to me, if you bump onto this video, I am speaking to you. Do not mourn anymore. Do not lament anymore. God is sending you to Africa to build Africa that will become the first. God is sending you now to be among the first people that will benefit from the return to Africa. So when many people that are even, God is talking to many people to go back, they don't want to go back, they're scared, they are this, they are that. You will be among the people that will have full benefit and gain quick, good access and have your big and good portions of Africa before it gets late, friends. So, just coming back to what we're talking about, mass deportation to Africa. I will tell you a story of a man. And he was a Nigerian man that was in Ireland. While I was in Ireland for a few years, I've met him and his wife. So the family were there and they were asylum seekers. After a few years, they never had any answer. So one day, one morning, the police came and they got deported. Can you see the shock, the shame and everything that can happen when somebody is deported? It's not easy. It's depressing, friends. So they sent him back to Nigeria. You must look at the shame, the mockery they went through. So after a while, finishing to cry and lament, him and his wife, they end up praying to ask God why. Guess what? God told them. And God was telling them since they were in Highland that they were in a wrong land. It's not because it's abroad. Abroad is not meant for everybody. There are people that are meant to prosper back home, and there are people that will prosper abroad. But coming back to this, it's more prophetic. Why? Because the end time, the last days, in the last days, Africa will become the first. Meaning there will be a mass exodus of black African American that will come back to the land. They will come back to the promised land. They were kept slaves, captives for 400 good years. So this message is for you. If you come across this video, do not lament. Because God has a plan for you. So coming back to the man's story. When he got deported, after a few months, he got a job in a bank, a very big job, a good position in a bank. The wife also got a job in a big organization. Guess what? 7 months later, no, 6, it was 5, not 7, not 5, not 6, even 5 months later, he sent messages to all his contacts. He said, guess what? I was crying and I thought God hated me so much for them to send me back to Africa. Guess what? I've landed such a big job in a bank. Could I ever work in a big job in a bank abroad? And the wife too. They were living in misery there in an asylum place, hoping to one day get documents, paper, get a passport, European passport. So this message is just to tell you that if God is deporting you, if you are amongst the deportees, do not lament anymore. Just pray and ask God, what is your purpose? Because people that have called to come back in the land, in Africa to build, they will be the one that will build Africa. So I am just telling you with this message that don't stop lamenting. You that have been deported, this message is for you. Donald Trump is doing what is prophetical. It's the prophecy that is getting fulfilled. Black people will come back to the motherland. There is a mass exodus already in the motherland. You come across, there are many videos on YouTube. People are talking about coming back to the motherland. Not one single person I know. Apart those few people that got scammed, obviously, there are few people that got scammed. Why? Because they had wrong contacts of people to help them to relocate to Africa. So those people end up scamming them. And what I wanted to tell you is just look at the if God is speaking to you to go back to Africa, just research, like, very verify source and secure source to help you to relocate and settle back to the motherland in Africa. But it's just to come back and tell you that this mass exodus is prophetical. So amongst the deportees that I'm telling you, do not lose hope. God has called you back home to build. And you're going to get the best part of the cake. It's because God loves you. And I'm sure amongst you, God were calling you since to go back. But you didn't want to go back. Then by force now, God is taking you back to Africa because He wants you to get the best part of the cake in Africa. Because God is calling you before people will wake up. Some people will wake up abroad. It will be late. They will not find good things again for them or spot for them. Do you know that there are some people that lived in America centuries? They never own anything. Because the system does not even encourage you to own things. They've made it a system that suits them. And why is it prophetic? Why God is calling you to come back? Africa is still raw. Africa has all the raw materials people need in the world. Africa is still raw. There is space in Africa to make, there are so much opportunities in Africa to build Africa. There are so much opportunities, friends, to build Africa. There are so much opportunity, I can guarantee you. There are so much opportunities to build Africa. So, if I were you, I will stop lamenting. And if God is calling you to return to the motherland, start now researching. How do I go? Because many of you have received a message from God, but they don't know where to start. I'm telling you, do your research. On YouTube, there are many videos and there are many people that are helping African American to return to the motherland. And many African countries are open. They have open arms to welcome you all to the motherland. Do not lament if you have been deported. Your place is in Africa to build Africa. And those that people are calling you right now and you still hesitating, you still dragging your legs, dragging your feet. Come back to Africa so quick to get the best part of the cake. Guess what? Today, this video is coming as a prophetic word from God through me. Those who want to accept it and seize this opportunity, they can accept. Those that do not want to accept it, they will remember. I remember once, few years ago, I've listened to one lady was talking about this. That will be me. Please, friends, you that are listening to this video, do not let it become late for you to go back to the motherland and build. Africa needs your skills. Africa needs your expertise. Africa needs your resources. Africa needs you to come and build. And for now, many people are still seeing Africa as a shithole. But guess what? People that hear from God, God always tells people secrets. My channel might not be known. I might not be known. But this is a secret I'm sharing to you today. If God is calling you, prepare yourself. Start researching. How do I go back to the motherland? Which country? Do your research on some people that are already in Africa, in some of the countries in Africa, to help you to relocate smoothly. And look for people that are quietly trustworthy, people that you can trust, traceable. That's how you do your research. You trace, you look at if they are traceable, if there's a traceability, if there can be an accountability. You just check all that to see if can we trust the person? What has the person done? What is it currently doing in Africa? You research what project is it currently doing in Africa. Research on people before you can accept that and use them as agents to help you to relocate to Africa. Because obviously you cannot wake up and say, I'm going. No, you need somebody, you need a contact, you need few contacts to be able to go back. Just do your research, friends. God is calling you now to go quickly and settle, have good settlement, have the best part of the cake. Because when people will wake up, many people will wake up when it's going to be late, and they will be rushing. That time, price of land will be up. Everything will be up. But the first people that came quickly to get the best part of the cake would be settled. This video is for you. If you've been listening, if God has been calling you, friends, take action now as you listen to this video. Take action so quick. Yes. Take action. You will not regret it. God is not a man to lie, neither the Son of Man to repent. Accept your calling. Return back to the motherland. Just closing this video by saying that hopefully this message that I brought today will help you and will change your life for the best. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I pray that as you have listened to this, can you please share it to your circle so that it can help them too. It can help them too. And you know, it is the unseen and the unknown that is making people to be afraid, because they've sold Africa so cheap and dirty, because they all put only dirty images of Africa, and that's why people think Africa is poor and dirty. It is not true. It's not true. I'm an African. There are good things in Africa, and very good and extremely good. You have the weather. You have the people that are very warm people. You have the lifestyle. Life is cheap in Africa. And you have organic food. Do you want to carry on staying in America or in Canada eating processed food when God has called you to go back to Africa? You eat organic food. Friends, if I have to look at the amount of videos of people that have that went back to the motherland, everyone is just telling you, I should have come earlier. I should have come quicker. I should have come more earlier than this. They always tell you that there are so much opportunities. They are regretting that they've come just few years ago. They could have come 10 to 15 years earlier, friends. And there are young people that are accepting and responding to the call of God, and they are in Africa. So young that they are responding to the call. Those ones will get the best part of the cake. Africa is beautiful. Africa is lovely. The motherland. You will not regret going there. I know. You might not have these big buildings that you have in America or in Canada, but you have a lot of opportunities. Immeasurable opportunities. Opportunity that you cannot measure. You have them in Africa. Yes, friends. You have them. So I encourage you to respond to your call and go back to the motherland. Those that have been deported, stop lamenting. Anyway, life is good in Africa. You will not regret. Life is good. You will come back and thank me. Yes, you will come back and thank me. I know where I come from, so I can tell you. I'm the best person to tell you. Africa is lovely. Africa is beautiful. Africa is still raw. Africa still needs to be developed. Africa still needs your skills. Africa needs your expertise. It's a calling for you to come back to the motherlands. The deportation is not bad at all. It's an opportunity that God has given you, even though it was by force. Even though it's not in the glamorous way that you are going back home. Remember that where you were ashamed, where the devil thought that he put all the shame in your life, is the same place where God is going to raise you up and bless you in front of your enemies. You will rise there. Remember that. That is the kind of God we are serving. The Jehovah Jireh we are serving. The Jehovah Rapha we are serving. The Jehovah Chicken we are serving. That is him. The Jehovah Elohim we are serving. The Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha we are serving. So friends, on this note, it was an absolute pleasure talking to you. I thank you so much for being glued until the end of this video. Subscribe, like, share. Stay blessed. God bless you. Peace.